Hey, lovely ones. How are you? I am just waiting to get on a call. I'm going to be teaching a class today on how to sell your ass off to high achieving women shame free. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the whole shame game, especially when it comes to selling and making money. And I've been processing a little bit more about that lately. And I think it's so important that we drop, hey, Jackie, that we drop the shame. Really, at the end of the day, if you do not know how to sell, thanks for the love. Hi, Lily. Hi, Jackie. If you don't know how to sell, you really can't serve. You can't do the level of work that you're called to do in the world. Honestly, we've struggle and scarcity and not enoughness is not the way that we're going to be able to go out and do our best work in the world. It's just not. I spent years doing it, even though I'd raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for my clothing line. I've worked in advertising in New York. I had so much experience in business, featured in every single magazine you could possibly imagine, on US television, with my book, Body Love Diet. Really, at the end of the day, hey, oh, thanks for all the love. I really struggled. I either self-sabotaged myself. I'd be doing really, really well. And then I wouldn't. And then I'd have more drama or this or that. And the doubts would come up. And I just found it so sort of hard to leverage myself. And of course I did, because there was so much not enoughness. There was so much shame around really, truly being ambitious and feeling deserving and speaking about the money. I see this a lot. It's okay for men to speak about money. It's okay for men without any apology, without proving how ethical and caring and honest they are. They can talk about money freehold, right? But when it comes to women talking about money, desiring money, claiming money, you know what? It's really not okay. We have to do a lot of justifying and proving that our heart is in the right place. Let's just say pretty much all heart-centered entrepreneurs, all women that I know that I seem to attract, pay it forward. We are incredibly, hey, Nikki, incredibly caring, incredibly loving, and I'm done with having to justify that. And I want to invite you to say, enough's enough. Of course, building a business with ethics, of course, over delivering to clients and making sure that you follow through on your word and honor your word is the way that you build a heart-centered business. And let's get real. How many people are struggling? How many people are actually lying about how much money they make? Because I can tell you too, that so many people get on discovery calls with me and the picture isn't exactly what people elicit out there. So people are not actually making the money, not as much as sometimes they claim. And that's okay. There's no shame about that. But let's start having an honest conversation. Let's stop just justifying ourselves and let's make it okay. Let's make money and ambition for women, desire, speaking up, owning our voice, no longer dirty words, so that we can go out and do what we're called to do shame free, right? Really just giving ourselves permission to really just go and do our work and be awesome at it and be just having fun and epic. And it's just, I'm so over the justification, so over, even with people I think with me, with my brand, even when people meet me, sometimes there's a slight sort of judgment. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's powerful. She's playful. She's all these things. And she talks about money. Yeah, I do. And I will continue to be talking about money. And I'm really fucking good at what I do. And I don't need to justify it. Obviously, that comes through in my work. It comes through in my free trainings. It comes through in all the free work and my opt-ins and everything that I do. And those who know me, those who've actually worked with me privately or come to any of my free trainings or opted into any of my free work, they know that, and they'll know that with you too. So let's decide all collectively right now to drop the shame, to be able to go out there without any sense of fear or trepidation of being attacked or being ridiculed or being shamed. Let's just let any kind of fear of that kind of go. So we, number one, don't co-create it. But number two, that if it does come up, that we're so clear and we feel so good about what we are contributing and so deserving of abundance, because the truth of who we are is divine, epic, amazing, abundance, right? And everything then I think just tends to flow so much more. And if we ever do have anything that comes up that isn't, you know, really honoring of us and where we're at, we can just kind of allow it to go. We don't really take it personally because it really has nothing to do with us. It's just people's fears, people's lack of understanding, people's projection. It really, really has nothing to do with us. So I'm going to start talking about this in an even bigger way. And I'm going to ask you a question. What areas and what subjects do you, thanks for the love, Nikki, what subjects, what areas, what really important kind of thoughts, ideas, breakthroughs, ahas, information do you want to share with your audience? So the best way that I find to do this, I call it like, it's like a courage process. So I like to just write it down. If you haven't done a lot of this, or you've kind of been hiding a little bit or holding back in your voice, write down, say, 5 subjects that you really want to talk about. It might be anger, using anger to heal your marriage. It might be releasing shame to have better sex. It might be the truth about wellness that people aren't talking about, that you really feel that it needs to be heard. So really, really get clear about what it is. Write it down like no one's ever going to read it. No one's ever going to see it. And then you can make a conscious choice, like allow yourself to sort of process it. And then you can make a conscious decision about whether or not you want to share it, how you want to share it, what your core message is. I really think when we're starting to own our message and we're starting to speak in a lot more powerful way and just calling it as it is, it can, you know, be a little bit uncomfortable to begin with. You know, women have not been taught really how to do this. And in fact, we've been often quite suppressed. So of course it's going to be uncomfortable. So get out there, just start doing it. If you have a bit of a wobble, it's okay. It'll become easier and easier. And actually in doing it, what I've personally found is that it's become incredibly healing. It's an incredibly liberating, freeing, almost ritual for you to begin to speak truth in a non-violent, loving way. It can be powerful. You can be strong. It's not aggressive. It's assertive and it's clear, and it's a whole new way of communicating. We don't need people to agree with us, but that we can speak our truth, right? We don't need people to approve of it, but we can still speak our truth. We don't need validation. We still speak our truth, right? So guys, I better get on this call. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Own your voice. You're amazing. Sell to serve and sell your ass off. And, you know, it's really when you have something powerful to give, it's more of a give rather than a get energy. You're not trying to get anything. You're not needy. You know, it's really about, thank you for the love. I'm not sure who that is. Is that Holly? If it is, it's lovely to see you. Blessings, guys. Bye.